Stay here. You're not anyplace bad. It's good for you. All right, so let me just give you a real brief introduction of what you're going to be listening to this morning. First of all, welcome. Good to see everybody. We've been very fortunate over the past few years. Lakeland's built up a really good relationship with Route 23 Auto Mall. You know, those people right over in Butler. They have the big Ford dealership and the Nissan dealership. And they've come up with a program a couple of years back with Butler High School. It's an incentive program, and I'm going to have these gentlemen talk about it, but it's about you passing your AP exams and whatnot. But the thing that's really important is that they've been very, very supportive with us. As you know, over the past few years, we've done 2 Drive for Your School, where we test drove Fords on a Saturday and a Friday afternoon, and we really did well. In fact, with their kindness and with all their support, we probably raised close to $12,000. So they've been very, very supportive. Give them a hand for that. Bringing 10 or 12 brand new cars out to a high school is not the best environment, but it worked, and it really did well, and we hope to be there again. So I'm just going to introduce the gentlemen that are here to talk to you, and then Mr. Soto will wrap it up at the end. But we do have some guidance counselors here and some teachers, just so they understand what this is about too. So I'd like to introduce to you, first of all, one gentleman you know because you see him all the time, and he still has a daughter here at Lakeland, Mr. Secor. And the other gentleman is from Route 23 Auto Mall, who's very kind to come here because he's one of the owners of Route 23. He's a very busy man. He's very, very involved in not only selling cars, but in athletics. So, Mark Mickens. So I think at this time I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Mickens. And Paul is taking video. Thanks, Paul.
I don't know if I need a microphone. I don't know if I need a microphone. I'm not going to use it. I'm pretty loud. Can you all hear me? Yeah? I'm pretty loud as it is. So, thanks for having me here today. You like the outfit? Come on. Black and gray. It's not an accident. Because I'm from Butler, I'm just going to tell you that right out now. So
I wore his colors just to make him feel
yeah, he made me feel good there today.
Intimidated.
But this is I did this on purpose for you. So, but welcome, and we're glad to have your high school involved in what we feel is a really good program for students and for schools. You're the 6th high school to join our group. We felt that this is kind of completes the circle of what we were trying to do. My business. My business is very involved in the community. We like to do things with the local high schools. It's our number one thing. You can't. I get asked to do a lot of different things, and I've done a lot of different things as far as charity and community involvement over the years since I've owned the dealership. But we've really honed it down to helping the local high schools. If you pay attention to anything with what goes on around you, you know that the state cuts budgets, they cut your school budget, and school budgets don't pass. So the first thing that goes is education, extracurricular activities for your schools, and we've kind of, with Ford Motor Company's help and some other corporate sponsorship, we've kind of honed down what we do as far as the community goes to the local high schools. Okay. And our 6 local high schools are involved in the AP Challenge. You're the 6th school and the final school, because it's about as big as we can get it. And we were at your rival high school last night, West Milford, doing some things, because you're doing a Drive for Your School there. And, we're going to have some fun with that, by the way. And, it's West Milford, now Lakeland, Kinnelon, Butler, Pequannock, and Pompton Lakes. Those are the high schools that are involved in the Drive for Your Schools that we do, because we're doing the Drive for Your School with West Milford. That's why we were there last night. And AP Challenge. So, that's what we're doing for the local high schools. And, we're going to be well over $100,000 now in contributions on everything that we've done in the last couple of years with this program. So, let me tell you a little bit about the program. This is our 3rd year. And we started the program about 4 years ago. I was approached by my former guidance counselor, well, believe it or not, a long time ago. And my old history teacher is now on the Board of Education at Butler, about doing this program just at Butler High School. And Butler High School is a very small school. I coach high school football at Butler. It's a very small school. Like, you'd be the whole school, this group right here, pretty much. It's a very small school. So when I started looking at the cost of doing the program and what they were asking me to do, I'm a businessman too, so it kind of didn't make a lot of sense dollar-wise. So I committed to the program with the one thing that we were going to get other high schools involved. So the first year we did it was the four small schools around, because I didn't know how big I wanted to get it. And then last year we added West Milford, and this year we added you. You guys were always in the play. Okay. Trust me. Okay. Mr. Secor is he's my right-hand guy. First of all, I know he works for my store, but he's one of my best friends in the world. So it's nice to work with the same guy. That, honestly, because all our community events, we're always together, and we love doing this stuff. So it's kind of like, it's a good thing. So a little bit about the program. I always get asked to do things like golf outings, sponsor a little league team, do all that stuff, which is great. But nobody's ever asked me to do anything about education. Okay, so this is the first time that anybody's ever approached me about doing something for education, and it's definitely a big thing. I employ 150 people. I'm one of the largest employers in the North Jersey region. I have 150 employees that come to my building every day, and maybe one of you someday is going to come and work for me. So education is very important. Okay, so is challenging yourself. I have a reasonably young staff of people that I've surrounded myself with, very smart people that know things that I don't know, internet, social media, things of that nature, that are growing, that have changed my business already. So I've had to hire some bright people that know how to handle these things. So this program is basically, it's three things, right? We always get asked, what's in it, for everybody that's involved. So what we say is, what's in it for you, mainly, is a couple things. We want you to challenge yourself, okay? The amount of AP classes that were being taken rose, okay, over the years, because you guys, everybody's got to figure it out. If you take an AP course, it weights your GPA a little bit, right? So everybody goes in, takes the AP classes, pass, you get the heavier GPA, and you never take the test, right? I mean, come on. I didn't know this before. I know it now. Okay, so that was the number. Funny thing happened is that your school now gets graded on AP. It's part of your school's grade, okay? So if you don't take the test, it kind of hurts your school a little bit, okay? So that brings me to what's in it for you, and what's in it for your mom and dad, and what's in it for your school. Okay, your school needs you not only to take AP courses, it needs you to take the test and pass the test, because they're being graded on it. Okay, so it's really important for your school. So if you have a little bit of pride in your school and you want to find out where Lakeland High School eventually is going to shake out in a state grade, right? You want your school to be at the bottom or at the top? You want it to be at the top, right? You always want it to be at the top. I know there's a lot of school spirit here. You have great athletic programs. And everybody's wearing Lakeland stuff, so you want your school to be at the top. So it's very important for you to take the class and then take the test and pass, because it goes to your school grade. Okay. Once you're going to college, at least you're thinking about it, right? Everybody's going to college. Well, next year at this time, or year after next, I'll have 3 kids in college at the same time. Okay. It's a lot of money. Okay, so I work 14 hours a day because you have to pay for that tuition. So what's in it for your parents is, most institutions, not all the private institutions, but most state institutions and some private institutions will count your AP coursework and passing the test towards your credits. It's very simple now. It's a very good, easy process now. Your guidance counselors can probably help you with this. If you go online to a school you're interested in, they actually tell you if they do or they don't. So if you're interested in the school and you take and pass an AP class, you might want to look into that. See if they give you either course credit or credit just in general. So you can save your parents some money. In the past 2 years of doing this, I've gotten several emails, several letters in the mail, and several phone calls from parents whose students did take the test and passed, that they did save tuition money or course money on. You know, basically saying thanks for saving me $1,500 because you got my kid to take the test. Okay, so that's what's in it for your parents. Okay, what's in it for you, really, and what I like to talk to you about is really employment and where you're going after high school, which isn't too far in the future for a lot of you. You know, 4 or 5 years in college, you're going to be gone, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're out in the world where you're going to be competing. You think you compete on the football field or something, right? Where do you go out and try to look for a job now, okay? When, you know, the job resumes are, they're 50 deep, right? I read an article 2 weeks ago, Delta Airlines, right? It's looking for 450 new employees. They got 50,000 online resumes. Think about that. 450 jobs, 50,000 online resumes. It's competitive, okay? Mr. Secor will tell you, he runs a big department for me, internet department. It's the most important thing for my business. That's why he runs it, okay? If I put an ad in the paper today, or on Monster or Google, wherever I put an ad for someone to work in my internet department, I'll get 25 resumes today, okay? Just like that, okay? So what I'm trying to ask you to do is, if you take the class and you're good enough to pass the class, that puts you at one level. That's great. You know that, your parents know that, and your GPA knows that. That's great, right? If you take the test and challenge yourself, okay, and take more than one test and challenge yourself, then you're putting yourself apart from other people. Anybody can take the class, pass the class, and then not go on. I did what I had to do. That's the end of it, okay? Especially for seniors. The challenge is, you know, it gets to, you know, May, you have senioritis, you don't feel like doing this anymore, and you don't take the test. I know. Look, I coach 17-year-olds. I know. All right? So that's really what you have to start overcoming, okay? That's where you have to start separating yourself. Because when you throw a resume in front of a guy like me, I'm looking for, I know you can do this because you wouldn't be applying for the job, right? I know you can do this. It's what else you do. What else do you do? What sets you apart from, what makes you different than that person? Okay? That's what I'm looking for. You know, what'd you do for your community? What athletics did you play? What activities did you do in high school? What activities did you do in college? What did you do to challenge yourself? You know, did you do any of that stuff? Or did you just take the class and pass and say, that's good? Okay? So I'm not the only guy that's looking at resumes that way. Trust me, that's what everybody's looking for. So you need to challenge yourself. From this point forward, if you're a senior or a junior and you're looking to, you know, have a career, have a job, you have to challenge yourself because the competition on the street is more than you think it is. Okay? I'm here to tell you that. So this is one step, and this is why we're involved in the program. We want you to challenge yourself. And then for challenging yourself, the reward is, I'll show you in a minute what the reward is. We have some fun. We have a good day, and we're rewarding education by having a good day with some fun, with a contest that allows you to win some neat stuff. And it doesn't matter if you're the number 1 kid in your class or the number 300 kid in your class. As long as you took the AP, the coursework, and you passed the test, you get to participate. Okay? That's the deal. So here's the deal. You have to be present at the contest. It's July 26th. It's a Saturday. It's at my dealership, and you'll see what we do in a minute. You have to be present. You have to take and pass the AP class with a 3 or better. The test is scored on a 1 to 5, so you have to take a 3 or better, okay, to be involved in the contest, okay? Once you're involved in a contest, for every test that you take and pass, you'll get 1 key to open the treasure box to see if you get the key that starts the car. That's the deal, okay? The first year we ran the contest, the young man that won the car was the valedictorian at Palm Lakes High School. He had 4 keys, and he won the car. Last year, you'll see, the young lady that won the car was a junior at Pequannock High School, took 1 AP class, AP history, and passed 1 AP test and won the car. 1 key, 1 car, just like that. Okay, so we've gotten bigger. We've grown every year, and this year you're coming in a good year because last year we gave away a lot of iPads and some Kindle Fires. This year we got Apple to really step up. In fact, we just got done 2 weeks ago negotiating that whole deal with them. They're giving me 15 iPad minis to give away, which is completely random. You'll see how it works. We got 5 Kindle Fires, so that's 20 neat stuff we're giving away there. And at the end, after the car is given away, in order to keep everybody there, so the person that wins the car, we want a big crowd. The last drawing of the day is going to be the new X, whatever it is. What's the popular Xbox? The new one it's at. Yes. All I know is my son said he'll take care of it for me. So we're going to give away an Xbox. That's going to be the last thing that we give away. So whoever wins that, you know. The other thing is some of the local Rotaries, teachers organizations, Chamber of Commerce, a lot of things that we go around and do. They've also donated money to the project. And what we do with that money is we turn it into gift cards. And the gift cards are won in trivia contests. Okay? Individual, you can participate in individual trivia contests in whatever science, whatever your study is, okay? You can participate in those trivia contests to win gift cards. And we give away a lot of gift cards. The big contest this year is going to be between the schools. So you're going to have to put together your number 1 best trivia team, 6 people, okay? And we're going to go over this a little bit more with the committee. So the best 6 answerers, okay, people that you choose as a group, will go against the other schools, okay? And the school, out of the 6 schools that answers the most trivia questions, we're going to donate $1,000 to the general fund of that school, okay? So it's going to be school against school, okay? So, you know, you might want to think about, you know, who the guys and gals are that can answer all the good questions, okay? And, you know, pit them against, you know, the other schools. So that's what we're doing this year. That's the new thing we're throwing out there to make it a little bit fun. So what we do is, we're going to show you a DVD in a minute that'll give you a little bit of an idea how the day goes. But, you know, we have some fun. We have a DJ, we have some games, we have food. You come, Lakeland High School, you'll have your own tent. It'll say Lakeland. People from your school will be there. They'll check you into the contest, make sure how many keys you get. Your name will go into the spinner with how many keys do you have. You also sign up to be in the iPad mini drawing. That'll go in a different spinner. And throughout the course of the day, you know, we call out names and give out keys. And it's pretty fun. We have a lot of fun. So it's a good day. So the reward for you working hard, taking the test, passing the test, is you get to have a lot of fun and maybe win a car. Step on the brake and turn the key.
Jasmine is not a winner. I'm sorry. Tim, let's see.
You unlucky, bud?
Yeah, good stuff on the brake.
Good luck, man.
Okay.
Vroom.
No dice.
No dice. Theater did not have a 4 Fiesta. We have 4 people left, and Katie's our next contestant. Katie. Let's hear it for Katie.
Yeah! Hey, you just won a car. How do you feel?
Oh, I don't know.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. one.
Only one.
And what was U.S. history.
Let's do U.S. history. All right.
Thank you everybody for coming. Keep taking tests, be smart, do good in college. Thanks for coming again. Thank you.
Congratulations.
What you gonna have to do is.
That's all, folks.